Our next pair of presenters really know how to work together. She was hip-hop's first female DJ, rapper, and glamour icon. He's a renowned producer and concert promoter. Spoiler, they're also husband and wife. It's Wanda Dee and Eric Floyd.
Hey everybody, good evening. Let me make a small announcement on behalf of S.O.V.A.S, which by the way was started by JOAN Baker and RUDY GASKINS, who we go back to the 80s with them. That's a long time. There have been some no-shows today, and it's only because there was a strike here at the hotel, as there have been at many hotels around town. So by the time the strike issues were settled, a lot of the nominees got the notice far too late to be here tonight, okay? We don't want you to think that they just decided they wanted to go to Chuck E. Cheese or something. Okay. Yes, I'm standing next to a woman who is hip-hop's first female DJ in honor of the 50th anniversary of hip-hop.
Thank you.
She went on to sell over 35 million records around the world because she went from hip-hop into EDM as the lead singer for the British pop dance group, the KLF. She can spin on a dime and, well, 6-inch heels and give you 9 cents change. This woman is amazing, sings in 7 different languages, has performed headlining shows in 150 cities, 90 countries, and 6 continents. I mean, she is, something you want to say, Wanda?
You say you're from Brooklyn, right?
I am.
It's obvious you're from Babylon. You babble on and on and on. You talk more than AM radio.
Fine, let's not forget who buys who wears the pants in the family.
And don't forget who buys the pants in the family.
Thank you very much. Let's move on. For outstanding PSA, why don't you read that right there?
For outstanding PSA, TV or streaming, best voiceovers, the nominees are
Anna Caputo, Save the Children, Team Tomorrow. Karn Gilfrey, Sandy Hook Promise, A Couple Minutes. Susie Rye, Save the Children, We Are Generation Hope. Laura Welsh, International Women's Day, a powerful message to all women in the world /Paralympic Games. Elena Wiss, Naloxone PSA, Carry On.
The Voice Arts goes to...
They made this childproof.
They certainly did.
Wait a minute.
Just pull from that end. And don't rip it. They might want to save it as a souvenir. The Voice Arts goes to Susie Ray.
We are Generation Hope, a lost cause. Because this fight will never be for what's right. Many leaders push profit. Even the youngest of us can do the least damage but suffer the most. Why is it always the children who lose everything in floods, suffer in heat waves, go hungry from crop failures? Children will never be heard.
You know, we met at UPS.
We sure did.
We met it 43 years ago. We've been married for 41 years. You know, only the married people are applauding us.
Yeah.
The divorced ones are like, well, no, at this junction.
And
we have been to the 3 rings of marriage. The engagement ring, the wedding ring, and the suffering.
You obviously forgot the 4th ring, the blubbering.
Okay, and moving right along.
And as I was saying,
for outstanding political announcement, attack ad, best voiceover, the nominees are
Charlotte Ann, Julie Pazina for Nevada Senate. Tim Friedlander, Bo Hines is Too Extreme. Karn Gilfrey, Project 50 Faces. Connie Wallace, the Christian Taliban. Matt Weevil, the bad guys.
Outstanding political announcement ad
The Voice Arts goes to... Oh, why don't you pull it from near the end? Just pull it down. Just push it right here.
I'm used to you pulling it down for me. Hold on.
Now, can you say that?
Tim
Friedlander.
Just how extreme is Bo Hines? See for yourself.
I want to be a MAGA warrior in Congress. MAGA warrior.
And he means it.
Are we actually going to be willing to defund IRS, FBI, and things of that nature?
Well, I mean, we have to. We have to. Well, I mean,
But there's more.
I believe that abortion is murder, unequivocally.
Bo Hines.
MAGA warrior.
Defund FBI.
That's not North Carolina. Bo Hines is too extreme. Don't send him to Congress. House Majority PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Holy crap. It's 17 nominations. This is my first win. And I've done one job this year in voiceover, because this year has been spent working with Nava, working with Karen Gilfrey, who I was up against in this category. He was our vice president. Working with Matthew Parham, working with Michael Scott, working with Jay Preston, working with Chris Shula, and anybody else that I missed. We have been up on Capitol Hill fighting for voice actors, fighting for all artists, to make sure that we have protections as we go into this unprecedented change in human history where technology is trying to push humanity out of the arts. And we are here to make sure that everybody in this room is able to be here next year for the 11th version of this, and the 12th, and the 20th, and as long as we can, we will be up here making sure that we can be back on this stage, doing what we love for all artists around the world, and I am gladly happy to step aside from the microphone to be able to do that on your behalf. So thank you for this, and everybody have a great night. Thank you.
Every time she comes up behind us, I want to swing on her. I'm from Brooklyn. You're from the Bronx. I'm like, what is going on? She sneaks up like that. I would like to, in all due respect, tell you how much I love you, and to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, this is what 60 years old looks like. Good black don't crack, and good beige don't age. And?
This is what 57 years old looks like.
Oh, well, thank you.
Lots of Botox and formaldehyde shakes.
You know, shade is not your color, Wanda.
It's obviously yours.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Read that right there. Why don't you read that?
For Outstanding Political Announcement Image, Best Voiceovers, the nominees are...
Charlotte Ann, Stacey Abrams for governor. Ann Cloud, Americans for Contraception. Contraception is healthcare. Gabriel Kornblue, Biden for president. Got to Work TV 30. Andrea Petrile, political radio ad primary election. Connie Wallace, Jerry Nadler fighting for all of us.
Are you letting me do it now?
Yeah.
Is that what this is?
Hey, you liked it last night.
Excuse me. Keep our business out of the street.
We're still living in the street.
Shut the hell up. You people are Native American. I thought you liked tents and teepees. Hey, look who's sitting right over there. One of the living legends herself, Miss Frida Payne. How are you, Frida?
Band of Gold.
That's right.
So,
the Voice Arts goes to...
Ann Cloud.
we need to tell you about Beth's IUD. Beth got it a couple of years ago to treat her endometriosis, a condition that affects 1 in 10 women. Her IUD releases a hormone called progestin, which relieves her symptoms so she can live her life. It's the only solution she's found, and it really works for her. Why are we telling you this? Here's why. State legislators from Idaho to Virginia have been introducing bills that threaten access to basic contraception like IUDs.
This couple will put some hip in your hop. They're a match made in entertainment. Here are the goddess, Wanda Dee, and international impresario, Eric Floyd.
Get out the way.
We should have called an Uber for that.
Boy, what a workout. Well, if you don't look like Nigarachi.
Now, why the hell would you say something so ridiculous in front of these good white folks? Most of them look...
Well, I was only saying what they all were thinking.
Nobody was thinking that.
What in the name of Jesus, Mary, and Josephine Baker possessed you to put on this outfit tonight? It's like Ringling Brothers and Bob Mackie had a baby while Paris was burning.
Okay, now you've gone too far. Now you've gone too far. This is a festive occasion, and I wore this in our last festive occasion, just last week. Just last week.
He lost a tooth. Excuse us.
Just last week. We were in San Francisco celebrating our 41st wedding anniversary. Don't applaud her. You don't have to live with her. Remember, we were at that Japanese Jewish restaurant called Sosumi? And you remember, right? And the waiter came over. He loved this outfit. I mean, what was that waiter's name again? What was that waiter's name?
Some dumb guy.
Oh, no. Don't say some dumb guy. That is politically incorrect, and it's wrong on every single level.
Like your outfit.
Oh, listen now, wait a minute. Not that bad. But I remember the guy came over to us, and since it was a Japanese Jewish restaurant, I said, listen, we have all kinds of Jews in the world. We've got Hungarian Jews, and Russian Jews, and German Jews, and Orthodox Jews, and unorthodox Jews. Remember I said, do you happen to have any Japanese Jews? He said, we got orange Jews, tomato Jews, apple Jews. We got no Japanese Jews. Do you remember that?
I would say you'd go to hell for that.
Okay. Fine. I'm going to read what's on the prompter. In the immortal words of Betty Davis, who once worked this room, she said, enough!
Can you read?
Yes, I can. That's your line. Can you see it?
Excuse me? I resemble that remark.
Listen, I know you're blind to one eye, I can't see out the other one, but if you could just look at the... Ladies and gentlemen, this is what 61 years old looks like. She's got her face pulled back so tight when she crosses her legs, her mouth pops open. I'm just kidding. It's all natural. Let's move on with the show.
Yes.